Building a high converting funnel doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, there's a simple 5-phase blueprint that turned one launch into a $3.35 million success. I originally shared this with the audience of Russell Brunson and Funnel Hacking Live, and it's packed with strategies you can apply immediately to your own launches. In this video, I'll walk you through all 5 phases, step by step, so you can build a bigger, better funnel that delivers real results. So let's get started.
Phase number 1 is all about connection. Now, for this last launch, it started mid-May and went to July. Now, what do I mean by that? We created a series of videos. The videos were short, 45 to 90 seconds long. And what they did was the videos connected with people on a variety of different things. If we were to go back to this morning, Russell talked about this. This is about using video to create the attractive character. So what do you say? What do you talk about? What topics do you cover in this connection phase? I want you to think about your values, your beliefs, your philosophy, your opinions, your cause. What do you stand for? And what is important to you? It's amazing when I was listening to the other speakers and to see the parallels and the overlaps and the commonalities here. But the reality of it is, most of us do not take time to answer those questions. So what are your values? What are your beliefs? What are your opinions? Phase number 2, this is where we create awareness of the vehicle that we are going to ultimately be selling. So for us, this lasted from the beginning of July to August, mid-August. And the way we did this was we told stories, case studies of people who had experienced the benefit of the vehicle. So here are some key things with this phase. Create awareness of the vehicle that you're selling. It's stories of people who are experiencing the benefits of the vehicle. This is key. It is not a testimonial. One more time. It is not a testimonial. This is not, oh, Stu is so awesome. I learned all this great stuff from Stu's course and now I've got this benefit. No, people will not share that. But people will share great stories of others who have experienced the benefit of a vehicle. This is not about you. This is a really important, subtle, but very important distinction. It is not about you. It is about the vehicle. And it is about creating belief in what's possible. Phase 3 is where you create desire. So for us, this lasted 1 week. This is your traditional launch funnel. Now, inexperienced marketers may think that a launch funnel is teach a bunch of stuff and then sell. Inexperienced marketers will think if I give a ton of value, people will naturally buy. But experienced marketers know that each part of that launch funnel has a very strategic purpose. Each part builds on the previous one. So we released 3 videos during this time, and here's a breakdown. Video 1, this is where you're making a case for the vehicle you're selling. You know, a year ago when Russell and I were in Kenya and we're in the back of this van traveling back down to Nairobi, we were geeking out on all things marketing. It's been a while since we had caught up like that and had time just to go deep and just catch up on all kinds of stuff. And we were talking about how important it is to make a case for the vehicle you're selling. And I want you to think like you're a lawyer, like you've got to make a case, like for why people should choose that vehicle. Video 2 addresses the internal challenges, things like limiting beliefs, self-doubt, fear. And what you want to do is you want to help your audience take that first step toward whatever final transformation that they're looking to create. The second video is all about helping them take that first step and addressing the internal challenges. The third video is about addressing the external challenges. The first video, and this is worth writing down, the first video, you want them coming out of that believing that it's possible. The second video, you want them coming out of that believing it's possible for me. And the third video, you want them coming out of that believing it's possible for me today. Phase 4, this is basically the phase where people can buy. So this for us ran for about a week. This is where you have your sales letter, your sales video. Basically during this phase, you are doing whatever you can to make the sale. You got your sales letter, your sales video, you got your webinar, your perfect webinars, you got your Facebook Lives using the perfect webinar script, live cast emails. You are pimping yourself out. But here's one big mistake I see a lot of people make. They get to this phase and they feel like the job has already been done. It's not. It is just beginning. And during this phase, you want to come from a place of confidence. Confidence of knowing what you are offering and what you are selling is going to change the lives of people. Do you have a good product? Did somebody say no? If you said no, dude, you got to work on that, man. You got to believe in your product. You got to believe in your service because that's going to come across in everything that you sell during this phase. Phase 5 is where you wow them. And here's a little tip. After somebody buys, that's the beginning of the funnel for whatever you want to sell next. And the best and easiest way to close more sales is to knock people's socks off with what they just bought.
And here's where it gets exciting. Now that you know the 5 phases, it's time to put them into action. If you want to see how to create trust and connection with your audience so selling becomes effortless, click here to watch the next video. I'll show you exactly how to balance logic and emotion to make your offers irresistible. Let's keep going.